Let me just send these out. Just wait till like 8:30 to start. I feel so bad for that guy yesterday asking me about TRB. There it is. Okay, think we're good. Finance. Bet. Thought that was supposed to help me. Perfect. Actually, I think I'm not even gonna close that because I don't know what it does. move to catch right there. It's tough. Tough trading indices. even tell if that looks better or not. What's up? Don't lie to me, dude. Did you see that I changed the did you see I changed Pablo's channel name? 'Cause he's always busting my balls over nothing. It's pretty funny. I wonder when he's gonna notice. Alright, I'm about to start in about a minute or two. You can hear me, right? Yeah, try to have like some sort of beat in the background. Alright, perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna do what I did yesterday, right? So, you know, if you watched, probably just saw me messing around with the indicator, but really what I was doing is just showing you how simple the Invictus strategy can be, and it'll be recorded so that you can reference it back. I don't know that people thrive when I give them a specific, like, what everything means. I think it's a little bit overwhelming for them, so I guess it's just easier if I go example and tell you what it is that I'm thinking, or how it is that I know something's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm gonna just scroll back to a random period in time, and I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna work on Bitcoin, and then I'm gonna use gold. This is the 1 hour, 4 hour strategy. So essentially the way that it works is, I'm gonna hide the candles real quick. Okay, so I know there's a lot of lines, it's intimidating, whatever, and there's these two indicators at the bottom as well, but it's really not all that complicated. You know, if I pulled up Bollinger Bands, it wouldn't look super different. It's kind of the same concept, but so yeah, We have the outside bands, and then we're just gonna call this the short-term group, long-term group. Black lines are long-term, short-term are the green ones. Short-term's obviously more reactive than long-term. And the bands are gonna be what we pay attention to the most. It's gonna let us know when to get into a trade. And I had some questions in RB's group about like what is it exactly that the Invictus catches. And I would say that, you know, if you look at price as consolidation, manipulation, expansion, this is the part that the Invictus is really good at catching. The problem that I see when people try to learn this is in here they're trying way too much to trade. They see the bands go like this a little bit and they just want to enter. But you want to be waiting for this, a choice setup. So yeah, I'm gonna turn the candles back on, and then as long as there's no questions, we can start. Exactly. There you go. There you go, Arb. I was trying not to say stuff like that yesterday. I ended up saying the tighter the bands, the better that they were, and it's like super true. Okay, so here we are in February. If you think I know what was happening in February, like I don't even know what to tell you at that point. And typically I would use like New York session or London session, and I would only trade in those two, but it's unnecessary. The Invictus is already like super good. I don't even really need to do that to demonstrate how easy it is to use. And so if you don't know how to trade, this is a mechanical strategy that you can use. That it has rules, and if I'm gonna go over them super quickly, all you're looking for is these bands to expand. If price is above when they expand, then you long. And then for confirmation, right? So look, let's actually just go and find an example. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the 4 hour real quick. Okay, right now price is not above the short-term bands. It's in between both, which is technically a no trade zone. So I'm gonna fast forward until we're out of that no trade zone, so I at least know that I could be looking for a trade. Alright, right now I would say, so let me go back right here and we'll start right here. Alright, so right now we know that on the 4 hour it's about to get above, I'm assuming with that candle. Yeah. Alright, so why would I not take this entry? These bands do not look clean at all. And what would I define as clean? Something like this, where they look uniform. They're together, they're stuck together, they're tight. Yeah. So all I have to do, right, is wait for those outside bands to start to consolidate like this, pinch, and I know that around that time my move's gonna come. Unfortunately, this move right here is not a valid move, so let's keep going until we find one. Okay, I'm not gonna chase price. I'll just wait. I'm waiting. Look, we're looking for this, right? Consolidation. Now I need to watch carefully, right? I need to watch for these bands to suddenly change directions so that I know that an expansion is truly underway. And I'll explain what these are down here once we get that move. Okay. Looks very choppy. Can we take a short? No, bands aren't, or price is not below the bands, so just have to wait. And that, like I said, this is the hardest part of the Invictus, you know, especially, you know, this is kind of around the time that volatility was still pretty low, and that's why people get discouraged. If there's low volatility, they get antsy, they start entering trades that they shouldn't. And to that I would say, stop trying to force trades on cryptocurrency. Like, trade the other asset classes. You're gonna find that they're a lot more cleaner most of the time. Even Bitcoin can be illiquid at times, and trading illiquid stuff, you have to be really precise. So look, right now we're below, so now I can look for shorts. You see how we're below the black and the green? We can look for shorts now. But I need, you know what, that right there is enough for me. The bands look stuck together. They've switched directions. We can see it clearly. This one's going up, this one's going down. So I want to show you how spoon-fed this strategy is, and somehow people still just, I don't know, the execution is too tough for them, which to be honest is the hardest part of trading. It's not knowing price theory or being able to learn it. It's just that even after you learn it, the execution is tough. So let me tell you actually why I'm not going to take this trade right now. This dotted line right here is known as the threshold. If these well, in this case, because it's bearish, if the black line is not above the threshold, this is telling me is I don't really want to take this move. It's not matching the criteria, and it might do it. Of course it would, but yeah, I'm still gonna ride with it like that. And you could, you know, it is possible to lower this to 25 for riskier type entries, but I'm gonna keep it at 30 for now. You know, I don't want to confuse people. So right here, okay, let's see if we can get another one. Okay, now that's a pretty substantial move. Not the best place to take it, but for testing's sake, I'm gonna take it right here anyways. Okay, so how do I know where to put my stop loss and my take profits? Okay, so for Bitcoin, our dedicated stop loss is 420, and that coincides pretty nicely with the long-term bands, so that actually makes me feel decently safe. At the time of the entry, we are below the slingshot line on the Momoji, which is just this bottom line here, and we're above the bearish threshold. So first TP is gonna be at 220, and I'm not gonna tell you every time you get to first TP set stops break even. I don't really do that too often unless I see something that like I don't like. But the second TP is 420. I'm gonna just leave it at 418. So let's see. And already, like when price is taking quite a long time to fulfill the trade, it makes me nervous. But okay, let's see. Can we take longs now? No, not yet. How about after that candle? No. Okay, we can look for shorts again at least. Let's see. Okay, can we look for longs? Double check on the 4 hour. Nope, not yet. No, we can look for shorts again. Nothing. And like I said, this is why people get frustrated. Instead of jumping to a different asset, they're gonna keep trying to trade this, and right now this doesn't look clean. If you go to my live stream yesterday when I chose a random place, man, this thing was like 90 something%. Not gonna take this one either. Those bands are not stuck together. That, I don't even know where that's pointing. Okay, now that a little bit more encouraging. I don't think I would take that either. And even if it goes, it's okay. I don't care. Nope. Okay, it went up. So you could say that a weakness of this specific strategy of the 1 hour and 4 hour is if you're in choppy price action, you know, good luck. Now I wouldn't take this because that's a freaking monster candle. But like I said, just for the sake of testing, like if I took literally every single trade, we're gonna take a look. Okay, we might get a second type entry. See, and when you see something like this, like look how illiquid that is. You're not gonna find the S&P 500 really doing that, or it's just can get pretty nasty. Kind of flashing another entry right there, a little bit. Okay, it stopped out. Just leave it alone. Okay, so let's see if each one of these was, let's say 2%. Okay, so let's just call it -4% right now. And beginner traders, I'm telling you, they take one loss, they take two losses, and they start to feel extremely discouraged and end up not sticking to the plan at all. It's a mental game too. Actually, nah, I don't want to take it. You're gonna see right now why I don't take these. There's gonna be cleaner ones, and I just prefer to wait for the cleaner ones. And I remember this time too. It's just so choppy. That one right there actually looks kind of decent. Let's see. Maybe I'll botch the whole video and just get straight up losses. It doesn't matter though, to be honest. I'm just trying to show how to use the indicator. So I think that's, yeah, it's TP1. Okay, there's TP2. So if we were negative 4%, let's call it we're minus 2% now. Let's see if there's any questions real quick. Yeah, I'm back testing, and this is what I'm trying to say, Arbo, that like you could literally go back and see how good this thing works. Like, you know, it's not me lying to anyone or anything like that. You could literally go back. I invite you to go back and test the results. I missed this one right here. So again, how do I know that this was a valid entry? The bands are splitting apart, and if I put a vertical line on the entry, we're below, and then the bearish line is above the threshold. So yeah, that would have been a pretty nice one right there. Literally would have been out. So we'll call it break even now. Now imagine leaving a runner on some of these. It's the best feeling in the world. And if you do leave a runner, the more advanced kind of like TP method is you start TPing once you see this like curling over, or even this one, to be honest. But I pay attention to the bands that are the prices going in the direction of more. So as you're starting off, again, after the move, expect another one of these consolidations right here. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can't take longs right now. Yeah, we're below. Okay, so we're just gonna wait, be patient. Okay, can we take longs now, please, please? No, we can't. That one looked good though. Yeah, see, like when you see bands that are just like this clean, that's when you know, like that's when you have the conviction that's like, oh, okay, this is a A+ setup. And like obviously people that are using the strategy wouldn't have taken that because they're using the strategy, but as you become more proficient, you start to kind of get a feel for it. So notice how this repeats all the time. So if you can say that this pattern repeats multiple times in the market, then it's something surely that maybe you could profit out of, because I mean, again, that's what trading is pretty much pattern recognition. Okay, so let's see if we can look for a long now, because this is shaping up to be pretty nice. Yep, absolutely can. Okay, so again, this is clean. Bands are pointing down, they're all touching. Same thing up there. If I put a vertical line on the current entry, I can see the bullish power is above the threshold, and I could see the Momoji RSI is above the top slingshot line, right? Okay, so that tells me it's time to go long with a 420 stop loss and a 400. We'll put, I'm not even gonna do the TP ones, it's like pretty much in the middle. It'll just take way longer. I scrolled so far back, and I'm determined to do this entire thing. I don't care. Bang. Look, and I'm telling you, when it's clean, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like being taken out of your trade literally like an hour later. It's the best. So then we're gonna wait for the same thing to happen again. If you can find something that repeats in the markets and you can make money off of it, do you notice how this is literally happening multiple times? Okay, so we're gonna wait for the exact same thing to happen. I don't care what's going on right here. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to trade that. It's gonna mess with my mental. It's gonna make me want to add or something. Let's see, can we take shorts? Nope. Sorry, because I'm sick. Alright, let's keep it going. Okay, starting to come together. Okay. Alright, can we take a long right now? Perfect. That looks good. Same thing. And I believe as of now we are as -2, -4, +2, +4, break even, +2. Okay, so we're up 2% right now. Let's call it. Oh, this is a long. Okay. 420. Right. Here. Okay. Let's see. Did that? Nope, still not out. Bang. Okay. +6. And then we wait for the exact same thing again. Like, imagine this thing in the bull market. It's just gonna be stupid, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna charge so much for this thing when the bull market's here. Like, it's bear market right now, or like we're recovering from the bear market mentally. A lot of people are still feel like, oh, I don't know if I should do this or that, which is like fair, but this is trading, you know. Like, it's not necessarily to get spot plays or anything like that. Although you could on the 12-hour. This thing is pretty. It's a freaking dog. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, people don't like to wait that long for their setups. Okay, let me go back a candle. Actually, was the entry here? Those bands look kind of dirty to me. But those look really clean. But it's a big candle. I'm gonna take it anyways though. Like I said, for the sake of I'm literally taking every single entry it gives me. I'm not even using time to increase my edge, because the time of the day that you decide to trade most definitely affects that. And if you're looking at this candle right now and you're kind of confused of like, wait, how did you enter that? For bullish candles, God, this is such an ugly candlestick. Okay, if these are bullish candlesticks, the candle opens here, it puts in a low, goes up, goes all the way up here, makes the high, and then closes here. So we enter on the close of the candle once all of our criteria is met and the bands are pushing forward. So I didn't enter here because the bands were still nasty, but on this one, bands are super clean. We're clearly bullish right here. We're clearly bullish right here. So that tells me it's go time. It's free money time. And if I had more time to like just sit in front of the screen and use the Invictus, like I'd be swimming right now. But okay, I believe that's +8 now. +8. Okay, so let's wait for another. Bang! And just like respect the precision right there. Like, it's too good. Okay. Not gonna get caught up in this choppy price action. Can we look for shorts? Nope, still looking for longs. Okay, let's see. Things are tightening up a little bit. No. I'm gonna tell you why I take this. It looks decent enough, but I would call this, or actually, no, we're not above yet. Actually, it says not to take it. Hey, dude, look at that. Saved me. That's exactly what it's for. Precisely what it's for. It's doing its job. You just saw it right there. Witness it real time. Alright, perfect. I don't even need to check in everything. I already know. That's gonna be a banger candle. Oops. 20 for pretty much 20. Alright, not a banger. Back to 6. Oh my. Okay. Dang, that was a big candle. Taking out all of these guys right here that had their stops right there. Okay. So I guess. Alright. Oh, okay. Whoa. Man, that's crazy. Okay. I don't think it was clean on this candle. Was it? Nah, it wasn't clean yet. Alright, so this candle. Again, monstrous candle. Wouldn't take it according to like the actual strategy, but I'm just gonna take every single entry. So you guys could see like me picking out examples in real time what it is that I'm looking for. You can tell that like I'm pretty much like mainly just focused on the bands. Like the long-term group and the short-term group, I know they look confusing, but like if you can see a candle is above both or below both, then you know you can take a trade. If it's in the middle of them, then you don't take a trade. Like it's really not that hard. Did that? Oh yeah, that definitely did. Alright, so we're back to +6. Okay, tighten on up. Maybe look for shorts. Nope, can't look for anything right now. So we're just gonna skip ahead a little bit. Let price develop. Now, especially when you see the 4-hour and the 1-hour both tightening up, that's you should be paying a lot of attention. Can we take this short? No, we cannot. Have to wait. What everyone hates so much about trading, you have to wait. You cannot just trade every single hour of the day and expect to be profitable. Time in the market is riskier. Yeah, those bands are not clean. Well, that's why. See, like when I used to teach this thing to people, like it's so frustrating that they would take something like this. Like that doesn't look clean. Everyone knows that that doesn't look clean. Can we take shorts? Oh, we actually can take shorts now. Alright. Holy. Alrighty. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't take that, but again, let's see what happens. You guys want to take out that low over there. Let's see. And right now, we're pretty much back tested from like almost the beginning of the year. Dude, like, tell me you wouldn't love that. Someone comment that you wouldn't love that, please tell me. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, part of the reason that we started to offer this to people is because like it's tough, it's tough to get into trading. And like when I look back on when I first started trading, I wish someone would have just told me like, look, if you want to come in these markets and you want to make money, you need a system that you follow like a robot. That's how you're supposed to trade. It's either that or you have to spend about a year or two studying price theory. It's either you learn a mechanical strategy that's simple and that that you can do, right? So like if I just tell you, hey, step 1, if you want to go long, the bands need to be above. Or let's take this for an example, right? Why did I take this one? Okay, well, on the candle that initiated the sudden change in these bands, right? So let me go back one. On this candle, right? Like, I'm sure everyone that's in here right now would agree with me. These bands look clean. If I turn off the candles, these look clean. They're going straight up. You wouldn't even be able to tell that this was multiple lines, right? And this is what makes it so good. It just catches the expansion like that. These in the middle, all I care about with those in the middle, even though they look freaking scary, whatever, price just either needs to be above them or below them. That's literally it. Nothing else. Okay, so Let me turn the candles back on and we'll keep on going. So I think what is that? No, we're back at 8%, I think. I'm pretty sure. And if you guys want to try it out, like again, why would I come on here telling you guys about this if it didn't work? Like, why would I offer it to you? Like, you could try it for free if I didn't genuinely believe that it works. Like, I'm putting my name on it. I've been here for a long time. I've been trading for a long time. It's just like you could literally go back and back test everything. You go look at it, but no one ever has the balls to actually do it. It's just like, oh no, it's an indicator, so it doesn't work. You think indicators don't work? Seriously? Like, you don't think anyone has ever created a strategy based off of that? I don't know. It just boggles my mind, like what some of these people think sometimes. All right, let's keep going. We can't look for longs, and I'm gonna explain why we can't look for longs. Right? Right now, price is where it's in the middle of the green and black lines. That's a no trade zone. It's not above, it's not below. This tells me right now the market's still deciding. They don't know what they want to do yet. So I wait, and that's the biggest skill that you can learn as a trader. Just wait. Take the good setups. In the beginning of the video, if you were watching, you could see we're getting super crap setups, but I didn't take any of them really, because I could just wait, because I know it's gonna come, because this thing repeats almost every single day. So I know I'll get one sometime. And we are working and are in the process of automating it. We're just having a little bit of difficulty with the bands and seeing how like the bot recognizes them as clean. Let me just make sure real quick. Are we above? Yep. Okay, that's a valid long right there. The target 420, and remember, we're entering on the candle close that initiated the sudden change in Bollinger Band direction. So if you don't know what this purple and gray box means, essentially this is my TP up here and this is my SL down here. Man, I fucking hate that color. Alright. Nope. You're gonna get some of those too. So I believe that's... So we're back at 4% gains, maybe. And yeah, like I said, you know, if you're seeing like a loss or two here and there, and you're like, oh yeah, like it doesn't work, dude, like I'm not using the strategy fully right now. The last part of the strategy is you can only trade during New York and London session, and no weekend trades, because I don't have the data on that. I only tested weekdays and every single entry being either during New York or London, and it saved me a couple times. So yeah, the win rate was pretty good for that one. Alright, so I'm gonna just wait for the bands to squeeze again. Again, not super clean, not something I get excited about. I want to see them tighten up real good, like that. Like this is starting to look pretty decent. Okay, so far we're still in long territory. We get a big candle move up, maybe. Or does it keep consolidating? Okay, we're going down. Can I? Nope, can't short. Why can't I short? Because right now we're in the long-term group. We're not definitively below both groups or definitively above both groups. So again, I don't want it. I'll just wait. There's also a 5-minute strategy. That one I also haven't tested too much, but I can tell you during the bear market, when moves were really far in between, it did pretty decent given the circumstances. Like, this is chopped. Like, why would you want to participate in this, you know? It just looks so ugly. Okay, let's wait for things to tighten up. Nope. Okay. So again, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a vertical line on the candle that initiated that. Okay, it's giving me the go ahead. We're above on the RSI and we're above on the Momoji, or the conviction. Sorry, Momoji and conviction. All right, same thing. How beautiful is it that you don't have to worry about, oh, where should I target or where should I set my stop? It's already given to you and fed. Okay, bang. Just leave it roughly 420. Oh, okay, there's another loss. We keep going. I feel like the more you guys see it, the more you're gonna get comfortable with the strategy, and when you guys use the indicators for yourselves, you guys will be able to reference this video. Okay, let's see. And also, the thing about trading during London and New York is, let me tell you why it gives you an edge. Do you want to be trading at 12 at night when there's like maybe like 30 people online trading? It's like, no, you want to be trading when New York opening bell and everyone's in the stock market. Like, you want to be trading at optimal times. Not a lot of people trade during Asia. It's really hard because if I pull up a sessions indicator right now, you're gonna see that Asia is always like this. London typically makes the fake move down and then expands up, and then New York will have like a little reversal and then a continuation. So this would be caught by the Invictus, this would be caught by the Invictus, and usually this too. And most people think that you could just trade whenever, and it's like, okay, maybe if you're like a freaking ninja trader, you know, like you have insane amounts of experience, but I don't know anyone like that. Let me get a B switch real quick. You know what, these are actually chill. Alright, so right now, look. Okay, these bottom bands look like shit, but let's see real quick. Are we even above? No, we're not even above yet. So right now, no trade zone. Let's see, next candle. Alright, that candle might have. Okay, we could take it now. So let's put this. And let's go 420 and 420. This, yeah, this is a weekend. I knew it. Yeah, weekends you don't really want to be trading either, because you get this type of crap on weekends. Now think about for your mental, how one candle, two candles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on the 1 hour. So 12 hours already, just that. You're in this trade and you're underwater. Like, think about how that's gonna affect you mentally. And even if this thing goes all the way back up like that, like, still, you know, you don't really want to be trading on the weekends like that. But again, this is not necessarily an entry I would take, but it does fit the criteria minus the weekend and minus it's already a giant candle. So we're gonna put another entry right here, because you can do that with the Invictus. Sometimes you'll get like an entry, right? So you'll get this, and then it'll give you your entry, and then you enter, and then it'll come back and it'll start going like this, and maybe like price is just like a little bit more above, and then it'll give you another one. You got your second entry and you get a little double play. Those are like my favorites. But yeah, let's see what happens. And I mean, that's already a lot to ask from price, but so this one's already TP1. Maybe you might set stops break even, I don't know, but okay, look, boom, another one right here. So like, think about it. Think about the type of environment that we're in right now. We finally have volatility and everyone is too scared to learn now. It's like, I don't know, it's just ironic. I mean, I get it, because, you know, my first bear market, the same thing kind of happened to me, and I was smacking myself for not investing with conviction that I had. And just people stop paying attention when it gets boring, and that's literally when you're supposed to be paying attention. That's when you're gonna make the most money. But boom, look at that, 3 wins in a row. I know, My biggest win, it was okay. So if you go to a chart and you map out in November the FTX collapse, it essentially looks something like this. We had just came down from a ginormous level. We set like a little range right here, and then the FTX collapse happened, right? And then we were trading down here for a bit. And once we broke up here, I was like telling everyone, I got the receipts. On God, I got the receipts. You can find them in pretty much like any of the groups that I'm in. I said, dude, we just consolidated for 214 days. Why are you so eager to short this? Like, you should be buying. So my biggest win is that I caught this on the Invictus, right? And so then we got up here, we had people kind of saying like, oh, like that, this is it, and like we had like something like this, and I just kept like taking these moves and like adding to my position, to where we are right now. You know, I closed it at 30k, not 35, but then we got that other god candle, and I had just gotten like these 3 massive wins in a row, so I just compounded them. I probably say that that's got to be my biggest win. Either that, or I have used this thing on shitcoins, and that's when it starts getting like, that's why everyone failed like to learn it. I felt I shouldn't have like I guess encouraged that, especially because you don't have a dedicated TP or stop loss when you're messing with shitcoins. I mean, look, I'll show you. Look, this is all the stop losses and TPs that we've gathered just purely off data. Like, we went into the charts and we tested this. So like got BTC, we've got ETH, Sol, BNB, Litecoin, Ape, and then for Forex, USD, JPY, GBP, JPY, which aren't the best Forex tickers, but actually USD, JPY is super fun. S&P 500 or ES, whatever you want to call it. I want to really test these out these coming days, but the only ones that I back tested just to make sure that the data is still like good and reliable was gold and Bitcoin so far. So like, this is something that people could help me with, you know, and we could literally make it better. But I don't know, man, it's just people just see like a couple of lines and they're like, oh shit, like what am I supposed to do with that? Like, this making trading way scarier. It's like, I get it, but like, at least try it first. Like, try and apply yourself. You guys go to college and shit, you can't learn a couple lines. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Regardless though, like I said, when the bull market comes around, man, this thing is just gonna be, it's gonna be so good, because you know what happens in bull markets is like, usually you get like this type of thing, right? And then you're like prepared for the move. You keep getting like these. But with Bitcoin, like, that's not what happens. You look at any past bull market, it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you one chance to get in here. Okay, you think I'm gonna pull all the way back? No, not really. And then as price continues to expand, the entries get harder and harder to get into. But with this, you don't need to rely on classical price action analysis, because it doesn't work when Bitcoin's going freaking mad. It doesn't. I've tried. You'll fail. Alright, so we're gonna wait for another expansion. After this trade, I'm gonna show a couple examples on gold, and then I'm gonna have to go in a bit, but yeah, let's do a couple more together. No, that's not clean. See, like, I'm telling you, when I taught people this thing, they just, I don't know, for whatever reason, they just would take things like this, and I'm like, when we would review it, I'd be like, dude, that looks clean to you? And they'd be like, no. And you know what, Arb? Pablo was one of them, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's the hardest thing. Once you see that it works and you have like, oh wow, I have like a little system that I can use, then that's when it becomes a lot more difficult, because now you have to execute correctly. You have to execute according to what it was that you learned. But yeah, if I had $1 for everyone that didn't do that, I'd probably have a couple $100. Alright, so Let's keep looking. Let's get one more entry in on BTC. Where are we right now? Are we... Okay, we could look for longs. Okay, look it. This is starting to look a lot more cleaner, right? It's getting tighter. Let's see, are we getting below or something? We're barely good right now. Hoping this thing turns around, tightens up a little bit more. Okay, and like when I see price getting like this, I start paying real close attention, because that's a really tight range it's trading in right there. Boom, that's our first hint. Are we above on the Momoji RSI? Yep. Are we above on the threshold? Bullish? Yep. So I take it. Bang. 420, Arbo's favorite number. Alright, let's see. Damn it, Arbo. Just kidding. Alright, that ended our little 3 loss streak. I mean 3 win streak, sorry. Okay, let's see what we get. Is that a valid entry? Yo, it is. What about... Okay, wait, hold on. We missed the initial entry. Let's see. At this point in time, if the 4 hour is above, we can take that. Oh yeah, that thing's freaking way above. Okay, so we can take this. Let's get that loss back real quick. Okay, and then bang. I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna say like 70% of the entries end up being like this, where because it catches the expansion, right? That's what it's supposed to do. So like usually when you see like price like it looks like it's gonna expand and then it starts doing this for a long time, I don't like being in that for a while. It's like, this is the Invictus. The Invictus gets you in and out. That's what's so beast about it. So we made that loss back. Now let's go look at gold. And dude, I was trading that thing in freaking Q1 during summer. Like that's like historically speaking like one of the worst times to trade. Okay, let's look at gold. Quick check. Yeah, no problem, man. Put your trading view username in the channel and I'll add it for you. Give it a shot. You're already trading, dude. You may as well learn something. You know, you could blindly trade with no edge. You're gonna get schmeeded. You can get schmeeded hard. But just like, I would just recommend, like, do what I did. You know, I was using this while I was learning price theory and I was attacking those prop firm accounts. I was making some good side money, you know. I had like a nice little side hustle and now I get to pretty much live off of trading. Because now I know price theory and I know how to use the Invictus. And the Invictus took me maybe like, let's say, took me maybe like 2 weeks or something to like get my execution down. It took me like a few days to like learn how it works and just repeat it like literally like 20 times and then I'm good. But yeah, so this is gold. That's definitely TP1 already. So if you wanted to set your stops break even, and no, there's TP2. For gold, it's $9 both ways. TP1 is I think like $4 or something like that. Oh shit. Well, whatever. Let's see. Let's look at another. Alright. Let's go back. I'm also like, I'm trying my best not to like cherry pick, you know. I'm trying to like actually like show you what I'd be thinking in the market. It's not the cleanest, but if I'm being honest with myself and with you guys, I probably would have taken it. So let's see. Oh yeah, I would have taken it because the fact that the stop loss is above both groups, like that's gonna make it really hard for price to get there. So that's gonna give me a lot more confidence. It did move back up though. Yep, take me out. Was that even a valid entry? Let me double check. Nah, yeah, that was valid. Okay. Bottom bands look absolutely terrible. Alright, that's, yep, there it is. Give it to me. Boom. $9 both ways. Go for it. That's TP1. It did hit TP1. And when I did backtest the strategy, I did TP1 break even every single time. So keep that in mind. But I just like waiting for TP2. It's reliable enough that I can. And I know I'm not going to be adding ridiculous amounts of size. I'm going to be adding the same amount of size every single time. Are we below? Oops. Oh, we are. Okay, so this was actually a valid entry. Hasn't really gone anywhere yet, so we can still enter. Alright, bet. Okay, there it is. And we actually coincidentally get another one right here. Okay, there you go. Alright, this is gonna be the last one. TP1's for sure it, and that's TP2. Guys, it's easy. Look for this. Once you see this, what are we above these bands or are we below them? If we're below and this agrees with you and this agrees with you, take the trade, go to the Discord, hold your hand out, and you're gonna get your TPs and SLs given to you, backed by data. But yeah, if there's no other questions, I'm just gonna end it here. And yeah, I'll update my thoughts on like Bitcoin and stock market and all that in another video. Probably do it later tonight when I come back. But alright, I'll catch you guys later.